Now on Eyewitness News at 6.
Why was the FBI at the mayor's house and City Hall? We go looking for answers.
We haven't heard the last of the so-called stormwater fee controversy. Yet another community, this community in our area, bracing for its own debate. Amanda Mahalshuk, that story coming up on Eyewitness News.
Because I know that kids at some point will feel lonely, be bullied, have problems at home or problems at school.
Building benches to help build bonds. How an aspiring Eagle Scouts ambitious project could help foster friendships and leave loneliness behind.
Proudly covering all of northeastern and central Pennsylvania, this is Eyewitness News at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Mark Hiller. There are more questions than answers tonight about an FBI investigation that appears to be focused on the city of Scranton. Agents visited City Hall earlier this week, but exactly what they were looking for still has not been released. Eyewitness News reporter Eric Dable is live at City Hall with a reaction to the raid. Eric?
Mark, good evening. Several FBI agents visited City Hall here back on Wednesday. A spokeswoman for the FBI in Philadelphia says the search was court authorized, which means this story is still developing most likely. 48 hours after Scranton City Hall got a visit from FBI agents, city council members say they're eager to get answers.
Well, I was really surprised to learn that the FBI raided City Hall and the mayor's house, and quite frankly concerned. But, you know, I would recommend to the mayor and urge him and his administration to cooperate fully.
Eyewitness News tried to get in touch with Mayor Bill Courtwright on both Thursday and Friday. His secretary told us he was in the office early Friday morning, but stepped out. We waited inside for more than an hour, but he did not come back, and he did not return our message.
We're obviously very concerned. We hope it's a lot to do about nothing. That's all we can hope for. Right now it's a distraction, so I hope we can find out soon what's going on.
City council members say they know nothing more than the public does at this point. They're encouraging the mayor to say something publicly so the FBI visit doesn't become a distraction.
If it has to do with him or his administration, I think at the very least we should know that.
The situation at City Hall follows a number of other high-profile raids and searches. The Lackawanna County Prison and Administration Building were searched while state officials probed allegations of prison abuse. And most recently, several boxes of evidence were removed from the Scranton School District Administration Building by the State Attorney General's office.
That's one of the reasons why we took up our ethics amendments just this week, matter of fact on Monday. And you know, we're hopeful that we're trying to usher in a new era of transparency and trust, and then this happens.
Now, the mayor's secretary once again referred all of our questions about the FBI raid to the city solicitor's office. I did speak with the city solicitor once again today, but she again declined to comment. We're live tonight outside City Hall in Scranton. Eric Dable, Eyewitness News.
2 days in a row with very few answers. Thanks, Eric. Scranton City Council will next meet on Monday night. While the FBI raid will not specifically be on the agenda, residents could easily comment on the situation during citizen participation. In an Eyewitness News follow-up tonight, a former Catholic priest out of Erie has been sentenced for repeated sexual assaults against a boy and the attempted assault of another boy. David Paulson was sentenced to 2.5 to 14 years in prison in Jefferson County. Paulson pleaded guilty to third-degree felony charges of corruption of minors and endangering the welfare of children in October. State Attorney General Josh Shapiro says today's sentence is significant.
The sentence imposed today on Paulson sends another very clear message here in Jefferson County and all across the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and indeed I believe people across this country are listening, that the era of institutional cover-ups has ended.
Paulson is the second priest to be sentenced for sexual abuse in Pennsylvania after a grand jury report named dozens of predator priests across the state. Hopefully you've got your winter gear out because you're going to need it. We're in for a cold night. Christina Shalhoop's in the Weather Center with how low we're going to go. Christina.
Oh, Mark, it's quite a limbo out there when it comes to the temperatures. We are going down, 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 getting colds, colds, colds. But let's go to radar first. Then I'll show you the numbers. Shamokin, Bear Gap, Ringtown, Alaska. Quiet, but it might feel like Alaska, the state, stepping outdoors. More of the same as we zoom out and look a little bit further around the region. But again, those temperatures are not only cold, but they're getting colder. We're already at 20 in Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, 15 in Mount Pocono. By the time you wake up tomorrow morning, we're all in the teens, actually warming up from our low teen lows. Now, we're not just talking about the cold. Download the Eyewitness Weather app because we're also talking about some snow coming in tomorrow night. So I'm going to come back in a few. I'll talk about that snow and how long the cold actually sticks around, Mark.
All right, we'll see you in a little bit, Christina. We have an Eyewitness News follow-up to a controversial stormwater runoff fee. Today, Wyoming Valley Sanitary Authority addressed their customers' concerns about the new fee. The board says the stormwater runoff fee is the result of a U.S. Environmental Protection Agency mandate ordered that requires communities to reduce contamination flowing into the Susquehanna River and into Chesapeake Bay. The fee will fund storm runoff control measures. The authority says it's hired a law firm to investigate the possibility of reducing fees or even eliminating them.
Our apologies for not communicating the message clearly or sending out bills that might have been confusing or have frustrated people and brought out angst amongst you.
Despite the news conference today, residents and business owners are being told they still must pay the bill. Many other communities across our region are watching this heated debate in the Wyoming Valley and know it could soon be repeated in their hometowns. Eyewitness News lead I-Team reporter Andy Mahalchik is in the control center to explain how this could affect more wallets. Andy.
Well, Mark, one such community is Hazelton. Officials there have set the wheels in motion to set up a stormwater runoff fee. Well, residents are watching and waiting to see how it'll impact their wallets. It's a good bet that stormwater runoff drains like this one in Hazelton Heights have been pretty much ignored by most people. But that will likely change as Hazelton looks to implement a stormwater runoff fee.
It's not something that we want to do. It's not something that we're looking to impose, but we are being mandated to do it, and the money is being utilized to clean the water that is going out into the streams and rivers.
The stormwater fee is the result of a U.S. Environmental Protection Agency mandate ordering communities like Hazelton to reduce contaminants flowing into creeks, rivers, and streams. Mayor Jeff Cassatt says the city has been trying to get ahead of the curve.
We have had hearings and conferences and talked about doing a flat fee per property. So there's a lot of things that have been thrown in the air the last couple of years, but nothing has been set.
Councilman Tony Colombo does not think the fee will be astronomical.
I don't think it's going to be a big bill, but there will be probably, if we have to initiate a stormwater fee, there will be, if like we had prior time, I think back then it was $25 per household. We're looking at that now.
John Keegan runs a pharmacy in the Heights and owns several other properties in the Mountain City. He says he's not hitting the panic button.
You know, it's unfunded, but it's mandated, so it's going to be necessary. Unpopular as heck, but it's going to be necessary.
Now, Mayor Jeff Cassatt says he just does not have any idea at this point on how that stormwater runoff fee will be calculated, but insists it'll be done in a fair manner. Reporting in the Control Center, Andy Mahalchik, Eyewitness News. Mark?
Andy, thanks. Communities face hefty fines from the EPA if they fail to impose a stormwater runoff fee. Prices at the post office will also be going up soon. The United States Postal Service is raising the cost of the Forever First Class stamps from 50 to 55 cents. Priority mail prices will go up almost 6%. These price increases will go into effect January 27th. A dog found abandoned and near death last year in Susquehanna County has made a remarkable recovery. In September, we told you about a severely malnourished German Shepherd found in the Springville area. Jerry, that German Shepherd, returned today to True Friends Animal Shelter near Montrose, but this time it was just a quick visit. That's because he's found his forever home.
Love him, and he does great with our other female shepherd, and they kind of have fun, and she needed a friend anyway, so it's worked out really well.
Last year, Jerry was just one of 550 dogs and cats rescued by True Friends Animal Shelter in Susquehanna County. The school playground can be a lonely place for a child who doesn't have anyone to play with, but a local teen is making sure everyone has a buddy during recess. We'll show you how he's benching bullying next on Eyewitness News at 6. First, our photo of the day. Holly took this picture of her smiling dog in front of the Christmas tree. Love it. If you have a photo you want to share, post it to our Eyewitness News Facebook page.